Hello everyone, welcome to Leo Da Vinci's channel. So today I'm going to teach you how to use the use state in React. So first of all, what is a use state? A use state is used to store fetch data and the loading state. Okay, so to use the use state in actually a function, what we do, we first have to import use state from React. After which, we are going to import React DOM from React DOM client just to initialize our file. After that, we are actually going to use a function. So to use a function, we are going to say function is favorite color, then we pass the parameters, then we use the curly bracket and we initialize a const here. So this const is actually what is going to actually help us to actually set the use state. So the first one is the color, and the set one, and the second one is the setter. So that is what is going to be tracked by the use state. So for this case, the use state has been given to be red. Okay, so the use state will actually track that the color there is actually going to be red. Okay, so after that we are going to return some value. So to return some value, we are going to use an h1. So we are going to say my favorite color is color. So the color that we give was red. So what will be displayed on the browser will be the red color, because that is what the use state is actually keeping track of. So we are seeing here that now we are going to use the button. Okay, and to use the button here, we are actually going to use the button on click. Okay, so we are going to say that button type will be button. So on click, this on click function is what now when we press, it's actually going to set the use state function to blue. Okay, then after that we are going to initialize that const root is equals to react is equals to react dom dot create root document get element by id root dot render will be favorite color, but the root here is actually coming from index.html. So to get the index.html, where the root is coming from, it's just in public folder. So index.html here is actually where we have the root. So here it is index.html, this is the root. So that's why we are saying const root is equals to document.get element by id, which is going to be root. Okay, so after that, when you do npm start, now we are going to see that the color will be set to red. Okay, but when we press the button, it will be set to blue. So when I do npm start, let's see now what will happen to the browser. Okay, so as the browser is just loading, let's see what will happen to the browser. Okay, so these are just the files that are here. These are the source files that are just in a basic React principle. Sorry, I did a wrong one. So first of all, we need to change directory to my React first project. Okay, my directory was React first project. So after changing to React first project, then we are going to do npm start. I went to the wrong directory, so we change it to React first project, then we are going to start. After that is when we are going to do npm start, just to initialize the browser. Okay, so after that we're going to do npm start. So after doing npm start, it is going to bundle, and now it's going to start our browser. So as it starts our browser, it's going to just take a little bit of some time, but the use state is actually used to keep track of the color and the set color function. For this case, we've actually set it to red, so we will just see what will actually happen on the browser. So in the browser, we are going to see what will be displayed now on the browser. Let it just load a bit. Okay, it is loading. After completing the loading, it is going to give us the localhost to which our browser will be rendered at. Okay, so that localhost to which our browser will be rendered at is the one that we are actually going to use to actually see what is happening. So it is starting the development server now. It's starting the development server. So this is actually our browser. So let's see what is going to happen. So it is still loading. So this is just a project that I have. This is a website that I created using React. It's a basic website. Okay, it has finished loading. So you see my favorite color is red. But now when I press the button, it's actually going to turn to blue, because we've used the onClick function. Okay, so because we used the use state to actually keep track of the data that was there. So think that is the work of use state in React. More will come.